Yeah, man, I'm very proud of them. We've come a long way this season. Went through a lot of adversity. You look at the way we started the season, and we had to overcome a lot of issues. We had injuries and tough losses in the beginning, but made it to the state final. Shows a lot of resiliency and really a lot of heart and leadership from these guys.
Coach, that first goal, was it just a matter of you just getting out of the box, or was it just some jitters, or what?
Yeah, I just think we were a little off kilter to start the game. We were trying to figure out some matchups. I think that the team that was going to settle in the quickest was going to win that game. And they beat us to it. I think that just had to do with us not finding a mark, and they got that goal. Just worked for it.
Was there a sense of frustration with the way they were playing defense?
I think some of the players were frustrated with it, but we expected it coming in. We were prepared. They just took it to us. We were missing our effort in the middle, trying to win 50-50 balls, things like that. And once we settled down and we started gaining some possession, we were fine. It was a little bit too late.
And for your team, they responded with scrappiness and aggressiveness from Hoggard. What you sort of liked about the way they kept fighting all game?
Yeah, I mean, we've been underdogs all year. I think the big thing for us, we always respond. And we respond in the second half. We just, we were missing that second ball. We were winning the first one in the second part of that second half, and we couldn't quite get the second one. They beat us to that, and they were able to play that ball through on us 3 times, put some pressure on us. That was the difference.
And then sort of same question for the players.
I think all year we weren't the most talented, the most gifted, but we worked the hardest, and I think today that's what we lacked.
When was the last time y'all hooked up? When was the last time you trailed in the game, and in the first half especially? You remember?
It's been a while. I remember moments where we've kind of overcome some things. The Wesleyan game was the last one I really remember when we were really with our backs against the wall. I think after that, some things slipped for us. In the Northwest Guilford game, Reagan, we got down 1-0 at Reagan. But we were able to respond because we had a little bit of a spark. But tonight, a little shell shock, especially after that second goal.
Did you look like you changed something? I don't know what it was in the second half. What did you kind of change?
We settled in. We added Josue to the midfield. He settled us down, I thought, pretty well. We were able to switch it off the other side. Really try to get these guys on the ball more was the key. Get their effort up, free them up in space. That's what we changed.
Ethan, as a player, what was it like for you guys get down 2-0 like you were with the way they were playing defense?
I knew it was going to be a tough battle. I mean, they outworked us, and I'll admit it, and we knew what had to be done in order to overcome it, and unfortunately we just didn't bring it today.
What was the message at halftime?
I mean, we got to have more effort. We're in a state title game. To be fair, Hoggard's a great team. I think that was probably one of our weaker performances all year, just with pure effort. And then I think in the second half, once we settled in, we were fine. But we got to play our game. We didn't do that. They dictated their style of play, and it took too long for us to do that.
Everybody's senior up there? For the seniors, what were those last 2 seconds like with the clock winding down? You heard the countdown going. I saw a couple y'all get on your knees on the field. So walk me through that moment for you.
It's just very emotional because I've been through these lows and highs with all these boys, and it's just hard to know that was my last one before me.
I'll be able to share the field with these guys. It was truly a blessing, and to know that those were my last moments. I didn't want to remember it like that. I didn't want to spoil the memories that we had, but yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Let me say something. I don't think this game defines them. I think they've definitely built the program here. We'll be back, and it's because of the foundation that these guys started. This is something that no West team has ever done to get this far. I think we learned a lot tonight as a coaching staff and players. And it really is a testament to these 2 guys specifically. They're West Forsyth through and through.
And you and I have been talking a lot this season, especially last week when we talked. To get over the Charlotte schools within the first couple of rounds like you did, and then tonight is another step. What's it going to take to get that next step?
Yeah, I think you have to just believe in the process. I mean, obviously it works from here. And if we play the way we were supposed to play tonight, it's a different result. You give them a lot of credit because they dictated that. And for us, I mean, we know the process and what it takes. We just have to continue to grind. And at the end of the day, only one team wins, and tonight wasn't us.
You're not going to get the Golden Arches celebration tonight, I guess, or maybe you are. I don't know. How do you celebrate this season with all the accomplishments you have? How do y'all kind of tie this up?
I'll let them answer too. But we're gonna go eat. We're gonna go be with our families. We'll find a place around here. And we've had a great season. We unfortunately didn't really get to lift the trophy because we didn't get it last week, and it was a kind of a subdued situation. And I think for us, we just want to be together. It's kind of message we've said all year. It's a really tight team. I mean, from juniors to seniors to our JV team. I don't know if you saw the crowd. It was awesome. So we've got a culture going on. It's,
One was very loud.
yeah, very loud.
Very loud. Oh, she was loud.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she was. So, but no, it's I think that's the difference between this team and every other one. We'll celebrate the foundation that these guys set.
I think also we gotta take a step back and realize like how far we've come from last year being second round exits, being like highly ranked, and then just being upset instantly. And my sophomore year, and my freshman year, all disappointing endings to our seasons. But to reach all the way to the state finals, it kind of shows how far we've come, and how we might not be state champs, but we still made a long way. And we've grown a lot, and I guess we can take that.
I'd say the same thing as Ethan. I mean, we went into Myers Park, knocked them off, felt amazing. I mean, I'm still gonna celebrate that, and it was a great season. I'm still gonna enjoy what I did. So, same as what York said, we had a great season and stuff. The Myers Park game, it was a great feeling winning that game because we were let down on that game, but we ended up winning off a goal and go ahead. At the end of the day, these guys are family.
Okay, well, guys, we really appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.